sent me to you. Please take this money.
She gave away millions on camera. She changed lives. She made grown men cry tears of joy. Nigeria loved her. Brands paid her. Churches praised her. But behind the scenes, she was collecting everything back. The money? Fake. The houses? Rented for a day. The businesses? All returned to the store. And when one village woman refused to play along, everything came crashing down. Before I tell you this shocking true story, subscribe first and turn on notifications. What you're about to hear will make you question every charity video you've ever watched. Trust me, you need to see this till the end. This is the true story of how Grace Okonkwo became the most hated woman in Nigeria. Her name was Grace Okonkwo, but on social media, everyone called her Mama Grace, the people's angel. Every Sunday without fail, Grace would drive through Lagos streets in her white Mercedes looking for people to bless. Old women selling oranges by the roadside, young men pushing wheelbarrows, mothers carrying babies and struggling to survive. Grace found them all. And every time, the camera was rolling. "Mama, God sent me to you today," Grace would say, tears in her eyes. She would pull out bundles of cash, 50,000, 100,000, sometimes even 500,000 naira, and place it in their hands. The recipients would scream, fall to their knees, pray, weep with joy. The videos went viral, every single one. Comments flooded in. "This woman is an angel. God will bless you abundantly, Mama Grace. We need more people like this in Nigeria." Grace's following exploded from 50,000 followers to 2 million in just 8 months. Brands started calling. Pepsi, MTN, GT Bank. Everyone wanted to partner with the woman who made Nigerians believe in humanity again. Grace upgraded from a one-bedroom apartment in Surulere to a duplex in Lekki. She bought 2 more cars. She traveled to Dubai, London, New York, always posting, always smiling, always blessed. But what nobody knew was this: Grace Okonkwo was a fraud, and she was about to learn that you can't fool everyone forever. Grab one Coke first. Let me show you how it worked. One Wednesday afternoon, Grace spotted a young man named Tunde sitting under the hot sun, selling pure water. He looked tired, defeated, like life had knocked him down too many times. Perfect, Grace thought. Perfect content. She packed her car, stepped out in her designer outfit, and approached him. But before the camera started rolling, she pulled him aside. "Listen carefully," she whispered. "When I give you this money, I want you to be very emotional. Cry if you can. Kneel down, thank God loudly, pray for me. The more dramatic, the better." Tunde looked confused. "But is this real?" "Just do what I say," Grace smiled. "You'll get something at the end." The camera started. Grace walked up to Tunde holding a brown envelope. "Young man, what's your name?" "Tunde, ma." "Tunde, God sent me to you today. I want to bless you with 200,000 naira to start a proper business." Tunde's eyes widened. He did exactly as instructed. He fell to his knees, crying, shouting, "Thank you, Jesus." He held the envelope like it was the answer to all his prayers. The camera captured everything: the emotion, the gratitude, the transformation. Perfect content. "Cut," Grace said after 5 minutes. She smiled at Tunde, then gently took the envelope back. "I need this for the bank records," she said smoothly. From her purse, she pulled out 5,000 naira and a small bag of food. "This is your payment for helping with the video. Thank you so much." Tunde stood there, confused, heartbroken. "But you said 200,000. It was just for content, dear. You did great. God bless you." Grace got into her Mercedes and drove off, leaving Tunde standing there, staring at the 5,000 naira in his hand, wondering what just happened. This was Grace's method. Week after week, month after month, the pattern never changed. But giving fake cash to street vendors wasn't enough anymore. Grace needed bigger stories, more dramatic content, more viral moments. She started renting houses for homeless families. The cameras would capture the joy as Grace handed them keys, telling them, "This is yours forever." The video would end with the family crying, thanking God, thanking Grace, promising to pray for her every day. But 2 days later, after the video had gone viral and the views had rolled in, Grace would return. "I'm so sorry, but there was a mistake with the paperwork. You can't stay here anymore." She'd hand them 20,000 naira and leave. She bought sewing machines, grinding machines, generators, expensive equipment, and gave them to struggling business owners. But only after the camera stopped did she collect them back, returning them to the rental shops she'd gotten them from. She opened shops for street traders, complete with signage and stock. But the shops were rented for just 24 hours. After the video dropped, she'd close everything down and pay the trader 30,000 naira for their participation. To the world, Grace was building an empire of kindness. To her victims, they were a nightmare they couldn't wake up from, but they stayed quiet. Why? Because who would believe them? Grace was famous. Grace was beloved. Grace was untouchable. Until she met the wrong woman. It is sweet you, Abi. Oh yeah, subscribe first. So, back to my gist. Grace decided to expand her content to rural areas. More poverty, more dramatic reactions, more views. She flew to a small village in Imo State with her crew, ready to capture gold. After 3 weeks of filming, Grace spotted a woman named Chindima working on her farm. She was strong, focused, sweating under the sun, completely unaware that her life was about to be turned upside down. Grace stepped out of her SUV, holding a check for 3 million naira. "Good afternoon, Mama," Grace called out warmly. Chindima looked up, surprised. "Good afternoon, can I help you?" "Mama, I'm Grace Okonkwo. I help people. God brought me to you today." She signaled to her crew, "Start recording." The camera rolled. "Mama, I want to give you 3 million naira to expand your farm and change your life forever." Chindima's mouth dropped open. She stared at the check. For a moment, she couldn't speak. Then she knelt down, crying, thanking God, thanking Grace, overwhelmed with emotion. "Got perfect," Grace said. Then she did what she always did. She collected the check bag, pulled out some foodstuffs and 10,000 naira and handed it to Chindima. "Thank you so much for your time, Mama. This was just for a video. God bless you." Chindima's face changed instantly. The tears stopped, the gratitude vanished. What replaced it was pure rage. "What did you just say?" Chindima's voice was low and dangerous. "It was just content, Mama. You did wonderfully." "You think I'm a fool?" Chindima's voice exploded. "You came here, lied to me, played with my emotions, used me like a toy?" She lunged for the money. Grace's bodyguard stepped in. Chindima fought him, screaming, "You people are wicked. This is wickedness. You will not prosper. You hear me? You will not prosper." Grace's crew quickly bundled her into the car. They drove off, leaving Chindima standing in the dirt road, shaking with fury, cursing them as they disappeared. For the first time in her career, Grace felt fear, real fear. That night, Grace couldn't sleep. She saw Chindima's face in her dreams, screaming, cursing, reaching for her throat. She woke up sweating, heart pounding. The next night, the same thing, and the next. For 3 nights, Grace barely slept. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw angry faces. All the people she'd tricked, all the tears she'd faked, all the lies. She fled the village and returned to Lagos, hoping the nightmares would stop. They didn't. But Grace had bills to pay.
Rent, car notes, the lifestyle she'd built required content. So after 2 weeks of rest, she went back to work.
I'm still waiting for your comments and subscribe, oh. One morning, Grace was driving through Yaba when she spotted a young woman named Blessing opening a small provision shop. Fresh, hopeful, hardworking, perfect. Grace parked, approached with her signature smile, holding a check for 4 million naira. Sister, congratulations on your new business. I'm here to bless you today. Blessing's eyes widened. She screamed, she jumped, she cried. The camera captured everything beautifully. When filming ended, Grace collected the check and money back, handing Blessing 10,000 naira and some food items. It was just for content, dear. Thank you. Blessing's smile vanished. She grabbed for the money. You people did this to my neighbor last month. You gave him 500,000 on camera and left him with only 5,000. Wicked people, scammers. Grace's heart sank. Her secret was spreading. She quickly got in her car and drove away, but Blessing's voice followed her down the street. 419 people, God will judge you. Grace avoided that area after that, but the damage was done. People were starting to talk. Whispers were becoming shouts. Then one day, everything exploded. A popular TikTok investigator named King David reached out to Grace. He claimed he knew a very sick man who desperately needed help for medical treatment. Grace saw an opportunity for massive content, helping a dying man that would go ultra viral. She went to the location. The man was indeed very sick, thin, weak, coughing. Perfect sympathy content. Before filming, Grace spoke to him privately. Listen, I'll give you money on camera. Just act grateful. Cry if you can. After this, I promise I'll come back and give you real help. I promise. The man nodded weakly. The cameras rolled. Grace handed him 2 million naira. He wept. He prayed. He blessed her. It was beautiful content. After filming, Grace gave him 50,000 naira. For your medication, I'll be back soon with more. I promise. She never came back. What Grace didn't know was that King David had been recording everything from a hidden angle. He captured her giving instructions, he captured her taking the money back, he captured the 50,000 naira handoff, he captured her driving away. Days later, he returned and interviewed the sick man, who explained everything on camera. The lies, the promises, the staged emotion, all of it. King David now had everything he needed. One Wednesday afternoon, a video went viral. The title, The Truth About Grace Okonkwo's Charity. King David didn't shout or accuse, he simply showed the evidence, the hidden camera footage, the sick man's testimony, side-by-side comparisons of Grace's videos showing the same patterns over and over. The internet exploded. Within hours, hashtag Grace Okonkwo is a fraud was trending nationwide. Comments poured in by the thousands. I knew something was off about her. She used poor people for content. This is pure evil. Grace panicked. She quickly posted a video, tears streaming down her face. People are trying to destroy me. Everything I do comes from my heart. These are lies. I have receipts. I have proof. But the comments were brutal. You are a liar. Return our love. Scammer. Then things got worse. A major TV station invited both Grace and King David for a live interview. The studio was packed. Cameras everywhere. Live audience. Millions watching from home. Grace sat across from King David. She denied everything. She cried. She accused him of jealousy, of trying to destroy her name for clout. Then the host said, King David, you said you have evidence? Yes, he replied calmly. Let's watch. The lights dimmed. The video played on the big screen. There was Grace, telling the sick man what to say. Grace collecting the money back. Grace handing him 50,000 naira and driving off. Then the sick man's interview, explaining everything she told him. The studio went silent. The host turned to Grace. What do you have to say? Grace jumped up, screaming, This is a setup. He set me up. He's the one who introduced me to that man. This is all fake. But her voice cracked. Tears streamed down her face. Not the fake tears she'd cried in her videos. Real tears.
Tears of a woman who knew her life was over. She ran off the set, leaving millions of viewers in shock. That night, the internet burned with rage. Grace's name was everywhere, but not for praise, for shame, for disgust, for betrayal. Brands released statements. "We are shocked and disappointed." Sponsors filed lawsuits. Fraudulent misrepresentation. The police announced they were opening an investigation. Grace locked herself in her Lekki apartment. Her phone buzzed non-stop. Messages, calls, threats, curses. She turned it off. For 3 days, nobody heard from her. Her management tried calling. Her family tried visiting. Nothing. On the 4th day, neighbors noticed a strange smell coming from her apartment. They called the police. When they broke down the door, they found Grace Okonkwo lying motionless on her bedroom floor, an empty bottle of pills beside her. No note, no explanation. The woman who had fooled millions, who had built an empire on lies, who had used people's pain for content, she was gone. The charity queen who gave nothing had taken her own life. Grace's story isn't just about one woman. It's about a culture of fake giving. It's about content creators who use poverty as entertainment. It's about people who would rather look generous than be generous. Today, when you see a charity video going viral, ask yourself, did they give privately before the camera arrived? Do they show follow-ups months later? Are they more focused on the reaction or the actual help? Why does it always look so perfectly dramatic? Real charity doesn't need a camera. Real giving doesn't require a viral video. Real kindness doesn't take back what it gave. Grace fooled millions because we wanted to believe. We wanted to think that goodness existed, that people cared, that humanity was still beautiful. But she reminded us of a hard truth. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not everyone crying on camera is crying real tears. If this story opened your eyes, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, share this video. We need to protect vulnerable people from being used as content. Second, comment below. Have you ever suspected a charity video was fake? Drop your thoughts. Let's have this conversation. Third, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. We're exposing real stories. We're telling the truth others are afraid to tell. Remember, before you donate to any online charity, do your research, ask questions, demand transparency. Real organizations don't mind showing receipts. Don't let anyone use poverty for profit. Don't let anyone fake kindness for content. Gracie's story ended in tragedy, but yours doesn't have to. Learn from this. Hit that subscribe button now. Turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay wise, stay alert, and never stop asking questions. This video is dedicated to every person who has been used, tricked, and exploited for content. Your dignity matters. Your pain is not entertainment.